Hello, everybody, and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton, and today Zac will be showing you how we made a soap inspired by the song Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, the George Michael and Elton John version. This soap is a really fun, modern, citrusy scented soap with a really cool sun ray design. So stay tuned if you want to see how we made this George Michael and Elton John inspired soap. Alrighty, let's get this Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me soap started. So, just like all of our other soaps, this one will start off with some lye water, sodium lactate, and that signature RainBro Crafts palm oil free soap base, and that recipe is down in the description box below, so do feel free to check that out. When we were coming up with our Dazzling Divas collection, if you've been watching the videos the past month, you will have known this. We did have a very hard time narrowing down who to pick, who to put on the list, who didn't make the cut, and one that I really wanted and Zac really wanted was George Michael and Elton John, and we figured what better representation of them than the song Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. It is an iconic performance, it is an amazing song, and we had the perfect fragrance oil for it from Brambleberry. It is called Ray of Sunshine. It's basically baked into the name. It is a nice kind of modern take on a citrusy soap, and we have used it several times in the past, usually around July for our Citrus in July collection, but we wanted to bring it back for this because it's sunshiny, it's bright, it is kind of like sparkly scented. It is just a fantastic fragrance oil to kind of represent these two individuals. For the design, I wanted it to kind of look like sun rays, or kind of maybe like the swirliness of the surface of the sun. So orange and yellow and a little bit of uncolored soap base. So in that red pour pitcher, Zac put some orange mica. And then in the white pour pitcher in the back that Zac is whisking now, it was a signature blend because we ran out of pure yellow mica, so it's a little bit of gold, it's a little bit of yellow to give a nice kind of gold sunshiny color. He will whisk those up by hand because the pour technique we are doing, you want everything to be pretty similar in consistency. And this technique we actually learned from when we were doing acrylic paint pours over quarantine. And so basically you pour little amounts of each color down the side of whatever main vessel you're using. Just layer them up, alternating colors until you have no more paint left. In this case, no more soap batter left. So Zac is alternating between the yellow, the orange, and then the uncolored soap base that he's pouring right now. I will speed this up. It does take a little bit of time to do this, especially with 3 different colors. And the key here is, like I said, you want the soap batter to be all about the same consistency, and you want to have a well-behaving fragrance oil, which this one behaves really well, thankfully. You don't want one that accelerates or rices or anything like that, because that will make this a very unfun situation to participate in. I did speed it up and I did fast forward a little bit until all of that soap batter was in the container. And then Zac is going to pour directly in the middle of our slab mold there, because we want to keep those really like delineated layers of the yellow and the orange and that white uncolored soap base there. This kind of helps with that like radiating sun ray vibe that we were going for when we were designing and thinking about this soap. And you can see there it's getting a little chunky, so we're just about to the point where we wouldn't be able to do this any longer. And then you'll see the door mysteriously opening. That's actually me coming back from home and from the gym. Zac was doing this soap and the Celine Dion soap that's coming out next week. For the top design, we wanted it to be fairly simple because the inside is going to be so busy and colorful and fun. So this is a gold shift mica, and then Zac is going to do little like S squiggles. They're kind of hard to see from this angle, especially with that gold shift mica or gold enigma mica that we used there. It is a much better effect to see in person than on camera. It kind of just looks like a lot of little dots there. We will clean up the edges, and then we will spritz this with some rubbing alcohol to prevent any soda ash. We are getting to the point in the year where it's warm enough outside that you don't really need to worry about that, at least where we live. We will unmold this and break out our slab splitter and split up this slab into loaves, into 3 of them. This design is probably the most fiery of the 6, actually 7 for the month of May. This is for the May Dazzling Divas collection, volume 2. But this is the most kind of vibrant of the bunch. Last month's April's Dazzling Divas volume 1 was a little more bright and warm and colorful. All of these are a little more moody, except for this one here. And then we also are doing a surprise limited release of a Chapel Roan sparkling raspberry path soap, which will be really fun, so stay tuned for that. We will just slice up all of these with Dorothy, our multi-bar cutter, and I am going to jump cut a little bit because we are not done with the design of this soap. We have one last step after cutting it, and that is to stamp each bar with a sun stamp mixed or dipped in a kind of blend of some gold enigma mica, some orange, and some gold mica. It's a little hard to see, but it's a really cool effect in person. And if you have been watching our channel for a little while, you'll know it's really important to stamp your soap like this immediately after cutting it, because the soap still has surface moisture that grabs onto the mica and it kind of wicks it into the bar a little bit, so you're not losing all that mica during transportation and stuff like that. When you use the bar, the mica does just come off usually in the first or second wash, but at least initially, and for photos and things like that, it looks really cute, and it kind of embodies the vibes of this specific soap and what we were going for. But that is it. That is our soap inspired by Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me by Elton John and George Michael. It will be for sale starting May 1st, online and in person, along with all of the other Dazzling Divas collection, volume 2. We do have a subscription service where you can get soaps of the month and candles of the month from us. Thanks to all of our subscribers here. We appreciate each and every one of you. Check out our website if you too are interested in joining this club. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below your favorite Dazzling Diva, and subscribe to the channel to see what we come up with next. Thanks. Bye.